Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, as I know you are all aware of, King Charles is in the United States for a 4-day tour, spending, I believe, 2 days in Washington, and then he will be going to New York City on the 29th. And then on the 30th, he will go to Virginia, I believe, or Pennsylvania. Which one is that? One or the other. It's Pennsylvania. Whatever. He's only here for 4 days. It's sort of a whirlwind celebrity type of tour here. I think he's speaking to Congress today, and TRG is doing a live on that. Yeah, check in on that. So, sort of, yeah, like what's going on? What is this about? And my impressions are that he's much healthier than we've been led to believe, I think. You know, people like Harry saying, oh, my father's, he's only got so much longer to go. And yeah, meanwhile, I noticed King Charles, zipped down those stairs of the plane faster than Biden ever did. Just my opinion. So he looks very healthy, I must say. And yeah, they seem to be having, being warmly received. Listen to the national anthems of both countries. A little clip of that. Oh, and they also had some, what do you call it? President Trump and Charles went to the South Lawn where Trump showed him where is it? Some honey that they made in the South Lawn there. And of course, I immediately thought of, oh yeah, this is like the same idea. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, it's the same idea as, the whole battle between Harry and Meghan and the royal family with the jams and the honeys. So that made me think of that. Now Trump is coming out and say, here's our honey. It's much better, right? Yeah. Hi, Judy. How are you? So did you see Trump playing tennis? Yeah, that video, I retweeted it on Twitter. That video is 10 years old. It's from 2015. I found out later. So it's an older video, but it looks real. I thought it was AI at first. Maybe I was like, Trump can't move like that, at least not nowadays. So, but that did happen apparently 10 years ago. So it's pretty funny. Yeah, I think that was good timing coming out with that video. Serena's been taking the Ozempic, so I don't know. I haven't checked out her Instagram lately, but she was heavily pushing that. Sure, she's looking thinner than ever and lost a lot of muscle tone. That's all I gotta say. I don't think she'd be running around the court quite as well as she did in the past on account of that, in my opinion, as due to that. But yeah, that was a funny video. Let me see if I have it here on Twitter. Let me see if I can pull it up for you so you can see what we're talking about here. I'm on Twitter right now. Let me go to my TL here. Oh yeah, he was speaking today, McSweeney, and he's doing the Clinton thing, not remembering anything and whatnot. I didn't watch it, but TRG did. She's reporting on it. This is Trump having tea with King Charles at the British Embassy, I believe. There's a picture of them together. Harry and Meghan are obsessing over every detail of this, that for sure. They seem to be relatively quiet. I have not checked, the witch's Instagram. There's the honey they presented there, a little video of them saying, oh, look at Trump's honey. This table reminded me of Megalodon. She posted this kind of table outside. She's always doing that crap. And it's so obvious that Meghan's trying to pretend she's a royal, right? This is like the royal presidential thing to do, to have a chef outside, and with, the honey and whatnot, and amongst all the flowers and the trees there. Very, nice presentation there. And this is when they stood for the national anthem. This was the British anthem they played at the British Embassy, for the British Embassy there. And they had Camilla's brooch that she wore, a UK-US flag together. And there's another honey picture, laughing, smiling there. Here it is. This is Trump and Serena playing tennis together. I don't know if there's any sound here.
Little. It's right there at the Trump National Club. Both are tremendous facilities. It was good to see him out there, and the fans seem to enjoy it.
Yeah, so there you have it. Trump and Serena. I mean, everything's theater for the masses. That's all I gotta say, right? The whole same people keep cropping up. Yeah, it is very funny. Yeah. So, anyways, I just wanted to look at the Trump and King Charles Trump visit. You know, King Charles is only here for a day or two, but I'm wondering how the visit went in general. It looked, from the outside, it looked very, friendly, and everybody was being very respectful, and this is history and blah blah blah. King Charles visiting and all that, but there's been a lot, and I realized I'm like, 250 years ago we were attacked by the British, and now we're being attacked again, just with more advanced technologies and in a newer way. I mean, with the censorship. So, I mean, we're still being attacked by the British. You can't even deny that. They sent over 100 people here to try to sway our elections. They've got British people at the head of Facebook with the censorship. And, of course, you have Prince Harry, part of the Aspen Institute censorship, and also working with radical Marxist communist groups. And, of course, with the UN, World Health Organization. Tedros is a socialist communist, as well as the head of the UN. So we're still being attacked by the British, so it's like it's just more behind the scenes, hidden kind of thing, I guess. Not so hidden when your channel goes down 5 times, but still it's happening. It's happening for sure. So there is tension there, and it's not, it seems like a repeat. It's like part 2. This is like, it hasn't ended. It never ended, Attacked from the inside. Yeah, a lot of traitors going on. Yeah, absolutely. And we've got Imran Ahmed here from CCDH suing the U.S. government. He's sitting here in the U.S. suing our government, this criminal. I mean, the arrogance is off the charts, right? Just totally off the charts. The arrogance of these people. All of them, the globalists, all of them, the arrogance with the World Economic Forum, and King Charles is the head of the World Economic Forum. Basically, he's if not the head, he's one of the heads there. The arrogance they have to put out their videos saying, yeah, we're going to charge you for water, and we're going to charge you for air, and you can't have cats and dogs anymore. We're going to kill your pets, and you can't eat any meat or dairy. You're going to have to eat bugs. I mean, just the absolute criminal, psychotic, psycho, demonic, satanic evil of these people, and the arrogance they come out with. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle display this quite. 1 second, I gotta do something. Okay, back. Yeah, to close my door there. Yeah, so there's the absolute arrogance of these people. So let's see. Let's focus on King Charles and Trump visit. Let's see here. What was the general nature of the visit? What was it? What was the atmosphere? I mean, we know outside they're posing for pictures and all that, but what was the real general tone there? Trump did not meet him at the airport. I don't know if that was a signal or a sign of something, but let's see. Or Vance wasn't there either. 4 of Swords reversed. Yeah, I take this as like hidden, unspoken, but going on. This is the battle going on. This is the war that continues. And this is... there was when King Charles, I mean, maybe it's just me, but when King Charles got off the plane, he had to walk in between the soldiers, and they seemed very close. It could be the camera angle, but you see all these, that they're all holding up their rifles, and King Charles is walking closely through them. I think that was, there's sort of the war is still going on. I mean, it's very hidden. It's hidden. It's not, in your face, but there's still very much a battle, a war there going on. And Two of Pentacles reversed. So I see this, this little comedy show here, this little display, but it also looks a bit disjointed, uncoordinated, not an equal going back and forth here. There's a lot of problems that need to be fixed here. I'm getting this back and forth happening behind the scenes that's unspoken and still fighting and uncomfortable. Not really not solving anything here, not all peaceful and harmony here. It's sort of like, okay, let's do this little performance, but we all know behind the scenes, I'm ready to, cut you off, all off, I mean, it's just like, so as the basis, what we didn't see, what's going on behind the scenes that we couldn't see of the whole visit. What was the vibe that we couldn't see? We could see it. It did kind of look like, okay, he's going through the steps. It did look a little awkward, like when Charles and Camilla walked to the end of the red carpet. At first, we thought there wasn't going to be a red carpet. We didn't see any red carpet come out for the plane. And then they walked to the end of the red carpet, and Camilla's about to walk into the car, right? She was about to walk into the car, kind of like Meghan Markle with the Queen, right? She's walking in, and she had to turn around and come back, and they had to stand there at the end of the red carpet looking at the car while the American national anthem played. It was very awkward, and I think that may have been intentional. It may have been a tactic a little bit. I think it may have been a little bit like, yeah, you're here, we're going to treat you well, but we know we're still at war with each other. Like there was a lot of, like sort of gotchas without making it obvious. You know what I mean? Uncomfortable. Yeah, like a little uncomfortable with things. Yeah. The word, it might be imbalance. Yeah, well, there's this balance of power going on, and they're going back and forth with it, and there's secretively, there's like a lot of power struggling going on. Yeah. And awkward, the whole visit, because I'm just looking at the visit together of Trump and the king, and I'm like, I'm seeing these weird things happening that look awkward, that may be intentional, maybe on purpose, and then maybe doing it to each other. So what was the basis underneath it all, the base of this whole, the temperature there? Oh, yeah, a lot of things flipping over. We get the world. So the whole world watching, a globalist card. I'll take this as, King Charles is going to New York City on the 29th, Wednesday, tomorrow. And he's going to look at the 9/11 memorial. And he's going, I think him or Camilla, or both of them, are going to visit a children's thing where it's sustainable gardening. So sustainable, the New World Order. Sustainable means taking everything away from you and making everybody poor while they stay rich. You can't drive anywhere, but they're going to still take their private jets everywhere. That's sustainable means. Bottom line, Seven of Pentacles reversed. Scrutinizing work and not being methodical a little. Oh, Ace of Wands reversed, pushing each other out, pushing each other around. A lot of forceful energy here. It's like it's new. It's like a first time. I don't think it's the first time. Is this the first time King Charles has visited a U.S. president in the U.S.? I don't know. I can't recall any other time it happening, but it does look like this is kind of like, King Charles talking to Congress. I don't know why I thought the royal family wasn't political, and he's speaking to Congress. Okay, just saying. A lot of bullying going on here. A lot of take that. And this reverse can mean like secretively, behind the scenes more. But there's still, King Charles is still pushing the New World Order, globalist agenda and this kind of a show of force, show of bullying, and on the world stage. Like King Charles is sort of saying, we still have it, even with Trump in charge. We're still in control. It's kind of vibe I'm getting. Yeah, just getting started. Yeah, well, it's only 4 days, thank goodness. They'll be gone by Thursday. By Thursday is gone. He did bring Johnny with him, which is a little eye candy, I guess. What is King Charles expecting to accomplish with this trip or here before coming here? Eight of Swords, isolation. Yeah, so I think that he's trying to break through the isolation. He's trying to act like he's soft power. He's going in there and saying, okay, let's address this situation and get out of this. King Charles is breaking away from the other European allies there and coming over and trying to influence the soft power. So what's King Charles expecting from his visit here? Oh, 5 of Swords. Oh, things are getting nasty. Yeah, this is definitely, he's pushing himself in his New World Order with this. Oh my God, death. Wow. So ending something here, trying to end the stalemate with Trump, perhaps. Strength reversed, of course, Harry and Meghan card. I think he's also doing this to piss off Harry and Meghan and to keep that drama going. And 6 of Pentacles reversed. I see money, and exchanges going on here, legal matters, pertaining to Harry, pertaining to the censorship complex from the UK with CCDH and all of that mess going on. So I do think there's some negotiations going on there. They're trying to, perhaps King Charles is trying to prevent his people from, being arrested, being tried, trying to influence that. Maybe he's just trying to keep Prince Harry out of prison. I don't know. But he is very much, this is a lot of bullying going on. There's a lot of look, you do this, I'll do that, or else. There's sort of this tough guy trickery going on and bullying and kind of bribery perhaps as well. So this is not a feel good, everybody happy, let's have some honey kind of trip. There's a lot of tension here. We got Ace of Wands reversed. We got 4 of Swords. We got 5 of Swords. We got 8 of Swords. Swords shows strategy, tactics, manipulations, agendas, things being planned a certain way, a lot of, things happening behind the scenes that we're not privy to. And so I pay attention. Words, swords, what he says to Congress is going to be of impact here and sending his real message. So it'll be interesting to watch that, because that's the whole reason he's here, to be seen on the world stage addressing our Congress. This is a power move, of course. It's tactical, it's strategic. King Charles is the king of the globalists. So it's sort of sending a message around the world for sure with this as well. Yeah. I think they're both, a lot going on behind the scenes here, I believe. A lot more than we see. So a lot more tense and a lot more, I think, fighting still going on here. The battle is long, not over for sure. So what's going to happen next? How are things going to go in the near future? That dropped out. That didn't fly out, so I'm not counting that one. Of his trip, how's it? What's next? King Charles going on his trip here in the near future. 10 of Cups reverse, so a lot of unhappiness. Now, this could be a description of the 9/11 memorial, and I think the fact that he would visit that is in itself a tactical maneuver to highlight the depressing, very depressing events. Of course, Harry and Meghan did the same thing. They all love soaking in that pain and suffering. They just love it. So they're going to go there and highlight that, of course. Yeah. Charles is off the planet shortly, so he'll be pleading to Trump take care of Great Britain. Yeah. I don't know. I think Charles is I think with the globalists, and I think he thinks he's more powerful than Trump is what I think. I think that he's king of the globalists, pushing his sustainability. He's going to meet Mamdani And by the way, King Charles meeting Mamdani reminds me of Prince William visiting that Wu in Boston. The mayor there, Wu, she's a total communist as well. So they come here and they're visiting the most radical leftist, Marxist, communist politicians. This is who the royal family supports. So I don't have high hopes that King Charles is in any way begging or pleading. I think he's, if anything, just kind of in a soft power kind of way, being quite threatening with his team and with his group. And, so yeah, so at the long term, how's this? But Trump and him are going to put on a good show and like, oh, we're friends. But I don't. Yeah, this doesn't look. I mean, for Americans, this is not going to be. Oh, 6 of Cups reversed. So on the long term with this trip, yeah, this is separation. This is emotional separation. This is the special relationship here, but I've got it reversed. Yeah, that special relationship is over. It's definitely not in operation here. It is, there is no love lost here, and there is nothing but, attacks and behind the scenes, especially with censorship and freedom of speech. The battle continues, and it's not drawing the two countries closer. He's having the exact opposite effect. If he came here to bring the country closer together, he's driving it apart. He's making it worse. He's not some celebrity that Americans really want to see. And people haven't forgotten he's responsible for Harry and Meghan. If he hadn't allowed Meghan to marry Harry, we would not even know who Meghan Markle was. So it's all the royal family's fault that we even know who Meghan Markle is. So at the end of the day, the buck stops with King Charles. I'm sorry. It is at the end of the day his fault, So, yeah, and he hasn't done anything since. He hasn't removed their titles. He hasn't done anything for whatever reasons. I'm just saying he is the buck stops with Charles and nothing's been done. So he's not helping. This isn't helping relationships. And plus he's old. So like younger people aren't really caring or paying attention to this either. Yeah. Well, they keep saying he's sick and he's off the planet soon. But he looked very healthy to me walking down those stairs. He's walking around just fine across the South Lawn. He looks to be in perfect health to me from what I'm seeing. Maybe those natural paths with their holistic medicine is really helping, I would assume. But anyways, I heard Rockefeller, who started allopathic medicine, with all the poison drugs, he actually had 2 natural paths. He only used natural remedies. Isn't that interesting? But anyways, I digress. Yeah, this is kind of a depressing trip, because 6 of Cups is about memories, this is a 250th anniversary. We're remembering the separation, but, bygones have not been bygones. It's still going on. We're still being attacked by them. Now it's the speech angle, and it's just, it just never ends. And it's just gone online. It's just gone digital. It's gone freedom of speech online. So, and look what's happening in the UK with freedom of speech or lack thereof, people getting arrested for a tweet. I mean, and Harry and Meghan trying to bring that here. So this is not a very happy visit. I don't get happy vibes from this. I get very depressing. And what the hell is he doing here? What the hell is he going to say? And he's going to be boring. Him and Harry, the whole road, they're like, blah, 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 blah. They're the most boring speech givers. You think you spent your whole life giving speeches. You might have, learned to get more interesting, but no. Anyways, that's my personal rant. Sorry. I just can't stand listening to them. They're so boring. But anyways, yeah. Wow. Cups reversed. Coins here. Yeah, not much being accomplished. Not a lot of fire here. The only fire I get is the Ace of Wands down here, pushing people out, trying to dominate. So it's not a very energetic tour. I'm getting a lot of swords and coins, which are slow and, calm. And so this is a very calm trip, a very kind of a depressing kind of trip and strategic, but there's no fire here. There's no excitement. There's no like wow moments. There's no wow pictures. There's no big concerts or celebrities going on. It's just very kind of low key and boring. It's like a boring royal visit. That's what the whole thing is going to be. So, yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting here. In particular, I'm focusing on Trump and the king. So, I'm sure the king with Mamdani is going to be a love fest. It's going to be all ooh, soulmates bonding. So that's going to be sickening to watch. Yeah. Yeah, Harry is also contradicting himself again. He doesn't want to be censored, really. Well, that's exactly what Imran Ahmed said. He said he's suing the government, saying his freedom of speech is being impinged upon after he's been spending years censoring our freedom of speech. So you see how satanic they are? They always invert everything and project it, kind of like Meghan Markle, who's the biggest bully on the planet, going around claiming that she's the most bullied. They always invert it. That's a very satanic, evil thing. They always lie. It's a lie, but it's also an inversion. They're all Satanists, in my opinion. Yeah. That was the king's first trip. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so it's a big deal, but it's also very kind of blah, boring, just low key, awkward. Awkward is a word I would use for this for two of coins. In this particular, thinking of this visit with Trump, it just seems very awkward and, not smooth. But I think it may be intentionally awkward because I got the Four of Swords and the Five of Swords above it, which tells me it's strategically awkward. Like take that, but doing it in a way that it's not obvious. Like, so you wonder, it's like, is that really intentional, or is it just something that was awkward? Like, because he never comes here, right? King Charles never comes here to visit, so there's nothing to compare it to say, well, last time he was here, they did everything smoothly. You can't really tell, so it's kind of. But I think it is strategic. I think the war is still going on, and it's coming out in these awkwardly and strategic way of their maneuvering things here. And I think that's continuing, and they're just doing it on the world stage right now. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Judy. Yeah, I think so. It's very awkward. Very boring, though. It's kind of boring, too. I gotta tell you. Not very exciting. Lack of wands here. There's not a lot of energy here. Yeah. So anyways, that is it. That is what I have for you today. So I'll see you all perhaps at the King Charles speaking to our Congress and see how boring that is. And until next time, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening. Yeah. Yeah. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.